I heard even a famous person asked you out on a date, correct?
Yes.
Who's this famous person?
Fabio.
Fabio.
Yeah.
The guy that does with the long hair?
Yes.
Did he? And you actually went on a date with this guy?
I did.
Wow. Did he do this a couple times?
Just once.
So I'd like to know more about this date later on. But for right now, I mean, you must be doing something right. I mean, like, guys are coming onto you on a regular basis, and you're getting famous people to attract you, like really good-looking guys, like quality men. So, what is it? What is it about sexiness? What is it about the body? What is it about, like, do we look sexy sometimes? Do we look sexy all the time? What is it about sexiness? Yeah.
Well, what you were talking about before was, I mean, it comes from in here, because, your energy, the energy that you put out that he was talking about has a lot to do with it. And,
physically, are some women sexy? Are a few women sexy? How many women are sexy?
Everyone is sexy.
Whoa.
Every woman is sexy.
All women are sexy. Is that what you said?
All women is beautiful. All women are beautiful. It's just, it's not just physical appearance. I mean, it's how you feel. It's the confidence, and you play on your attributes, play them up and just have that confidence that you own it,
What do you mean play on your attributes? Like can you elaborate on that? What can I wear as a woman to just be sexy? Do I look at, let's say my attribute is legs. What can I do? What can I do with my legs?
Then play up the legs.
Play up the legs.
Show off your legs, show off what your best attribute is.
How do I show off the legs?
Wear something like a shorter dress or shorts or something that, shows
What
off
about
your
tight
legs.
pants?
Tight pants are good too.
So I can wear tight pants that'll show off my sexy legs.
Mm-hmm.
If I was a woman.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I mean, like what I'm wearing today, because Sayad asked me to come here, is just, I'm not showing too much, but I'm showing a little shoulder, and just, I'm wearing a top that has a curve to it. I'm not really that curvy. And, a lot of women have bigger breasts, especially in Orange County, and I have really small breasts, but I just, I'm not showing a lot of cleavage, but I have a, just push-up bra on, just be confident in what you have, love yourself. I mean, loving yourself is the biggest thing. And, I just comfortable with.
So what I got so far is show off your attributes. If your attributes are legs, show them off. If your attributes, you're showing off the shoulders. Your shoulders are a little bit glowing. Like, how do you get your shoulders to glow a little bit like that?
I put a little coconut oil on, or whatever kind of oil. And
coconut oil and what other oil?
Well, whatever oil you want. I ran out of coconut oil and I used apricot oil.
So apricot oil and coconut oil on your shoulders to just make them like mouth watery, so the guy kind of like drools all over you, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting. So I noticed that you're not really showing the boobs, but you're showing shoulders and the top and the bottom of your neck, and that's incredibly sexy. Like, I'm a guy, and that's incredibly sexy.
Thank you.
and you're not showing the cleavage, and you're not showing anything else. So that's hot. And your attributes you said are legs. So you're having tight legs, tight pants, tight legs. Yeah. Cool. Is there anything else I could do as a woman? Like, you mentioned the shirt, and say something about the shirt and the curvature.
Well, I think I mentioned that before, but like, I'm pretty, show off what your attribute is and accentuate that, and then, you might want to downplay other areas. Like, for me, I'm pretty tiny and I'm not real curvy, so that I wore a shirt that has a little bit of a flow to it, a little bit of a curve, and
so
I mean, and
because curvy is sexy,
right?
So you're saying wear a shirt that makes the curve,
right,
that makes the curve come alive.
Yeah.
Like, curve is like, oh yeah, like, because a guy has a thing and then he does something else with this. So a guy looks at this and looks at sexiness. So if you have So show off the sex. So allow the shirts to curve.
Goes a long ways. I mean,
'Cause-
I guess my point is,
Because
you don't
there's
have
something
to show
there's something unconscious there. If like a little bit is taken off, it shows like, hey, I'm here, I'm ready. Like unconsciously to the guy. You're not saying it consciously, but it's. I mean, it feels good to the woman, and unconsciously you're like, hey, big boy. Right? Is that it? Is that kind of like what's going on too?
Well, I mean, I think what I'm saying is to be classy. You know, you don't want to be slutty. You don't want to show too much, but
I'm just gonna adjust you for a second.
but
Yeah.
you can be, you know, leave some to the imagination. But you're looking feminine. I think looking feminine is one of the most important things, especially in attracting a masculine man.
So to her, so to restate it for the camera, because the camera only picks up the mic, she said that she wears pants and she's comfortable, and she sees that Amy's wearing pants and she's comfortable, and she says that guys usually like dresses. So go ahead.
I agree, and I actually wear dresses a lot. Like even in my casual day-to-day stuff, I wear sundresses. I wear dresses a lot, and I mean, and I also, I like being feminine. I have my masculine side too. I'm very athletic, and I have kids, and I'm very hands-on. But I like to, and I'm strong. But I like to play up my femininity. And you know, you don't have to be petite and small to be feminine. I mean, it's an energy that you met, and but it's also that you can play on that. I mean, men do love dresses, and I seem to get a lot of attention too, and I do wear dresses a lot, and sometimes I wear flats, sometimes I wear heels, but I think dresses are very sexy and very feminine. I think that's great. Thank you for bringing that up.
Does anybody else have any questions for Amy? Wow. Is there any last minute?
I think what you were saying before with the energy, and it's really about the energy. I kind of realized that a while ago about, I look at myself and I go, well, I'm not really that attractive. I don't look good in pictures. What is it? I mean, I think it's the energy, that you put out to people. And I think that's a big part of it. And owning it, being confident, just being really confident and just own it, and put that out there. So I think.
What's the number one thing that you could give to a female as far as advice goes?
Well, I think that's pretty good. I mean, and also I'm very into nutrition. I do nutritional consultations, and so I think what.
So
what
the number one
you are
thing
what you
for
eat.
So the number one thing to advice is you're saying energy. Just feel yourself go. Just like feel yourself be one with the room. Is that
Right.
Can
I
we-
think that's
can we
really
say that?
important. Yeah. Yes.
and we talked about clothing, and also you were saying you are what you eat. Can I ask you your age?
I'm 49.
You're 49,
Yeah.
like years, like people years, right?
I'll be 50 in February.
50 years old. That's like a
Yeah.
half a century, right?
Yeah.
How do you, like, wow, you look incredible. How is it that you look so young?
And by the way, I haven't had any work done. Nothing.
Like as far as plastic surgery.
Right. Nothing.
Okay, so you're almost 50 years old, but you look like no one would peg you past 32.
Thank you.
I mean, some might even say late 20s, right? But
Okay.
definitely like early 30s. So what's the number one thing that allows you to look the way you look?
Well, I believe